guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first episode of Come House Hunting with Us. A lot of you guys know we are looking for a house in the Seattle area. The market is insane right now. There will probably be more episodes of this because I have a feeling we're gonna have to put in a lot of offers before we actually get something. But I thought before I got into the footage, I would sit down and just do like a kind of little intro because I took all of these clips at a bunch of different times randomly when we were going to see different houses. So the clips in this video actually were taken before the last vlog that you saw where we offered on something, and we did also offer on something in this video. So we've put in 2 offers so far. Spoiler alert, we didn't get either of them. But here's some houses we looked at. Hello friends, there's our realtor. So it's been a few weeks since the last house we saw and we are at house number 2 now. This one is a very old house. It's from 1906 and from the listing photos, I am in love with it. And Matt isn't quite so sure. So it's a really cute little craftsman. We're gonna go inside, I'll take some B-roll, and then we'll come out and give you our impressions. I mean, it's really cute from the outside, so fingers crossed. So this house was super, super cute. Even the outside just had so much charm because it's so old. I am a sucker for old houses. Matt doesn't quite feel the same way, but I really, really love them. It had a cute little bay window in the living room and French doors. It was a little bit more closed concept. It did have, you know, separate rooms for the dining room and the kitchen and everything, but that's to be expected with an old house. It had this mint green, super old kitchen, and eventually we would have updated it, but honestly, I kind of loved it in the meantime. I don't know, I just thought it was so quaint and cute, especially this faucet just absolutely had me in love. It's like so old-timey and I'm such a sucker for that. I also really liked that it had its own little laundry room. I've always loved the idea of having a super cute little laundry room and doing like penny tile on the floor. It was also a decent size. It had a few bedrooms. They did have like weird built-in drawer closets, so we probably would have taken those out. But it had a huge backyard, so that was a massive bonus. I really, really liked these like Christmas trees. I thought that would be so cute during Christmas time to like decorate them like they were Christmas trees. It did, however, have like a serial killer basement. Matt was really excited about potentially renovating this for a man cave, but it would have been a massive project. Here's the owner's suite upstairs. I like the little alcove that it has. Just little quirky things like that with charm. And oh my gosh, this clawfoot bathtub was probably my favorite part of the house. I've always wanted a clawfoot bathtub. For some reason, all of the audio in this clip sounds like this. Our tour, and it's gonna be a no from us. So I'm gonna voice over and tell you guys what I was saying. So I'm saying this is gonna be a no from us, but not because we didn't like the house. I loved the house. It was so charming. It had so much character, but we got in the basement and there was just mold and water stains everywhere. Like it had flooded and never been dealt with, which is interesting because that wasn't on the listing and the listing agent didn't mention anything when she talked to our agent. So I know they already had offers on it and I'm sure somebody's going to come in and flip this property and it's going to be so cute, but it's a little beyond what we were able to do. But I really liked it, and I don't know, Matt said that he is disappointed that we didn't like it or that we couldn't get it because of the water damage, and he was surprised that he was disappointed because he didn't think that he would like it. One of the things he was really worried about was some texture on the walls, but it actually just ended up being painted wallpaper that we could have pretty easily taken off. And that changed his mind because it wasn't like structural or anything. Here he is saying that he was really on board with the basement because he could have turned it into his man cave and there was so much space. It was so big. So he was surprised that he was disappointed about it, and it was kind of a bummer, but it was good to look at it. I also didn't love that the original hardwoods, which obviously are great to have, they were not taken care of very well. So they were very worn. And so it kind of looked like you were going through a historical house on like a field trip as a kid in school. And all the pathways like in between the kitchen and the bedroom and the laundry room were super worn down, which is cool, but maybe not for us right now. So it's a little bit more of a fixer-upper than we could have taken on, but it was definitely worth seeing. I'm so glad that I got to see it. It was cool to even just like be in there. I was really grateful that Matt was willing to see it, even though he wasn't quite sure at first. But the search continued and we went on to the next house. Hey guys! Welcome back to another chapter in our little house hunting journey. We got Mr. Rowan here with us today. Rowan, you wanna go see a house? Yeah. So this one is very different than the last two that we've seen. So the first one was the brand new, like just being built ones. And the last one we saw was the over 100 years old one. This is kind of right in the middle. It's a subdivision build from the early 2000s. The house itself is a little bit outdated. However, we like the area. It's a lot of space, and I think with a little bit of work, it could look really good. So we're gonna go meet our real estate agent and tour the place. So I'm calling this house the subdivision house for obvious reasons. It had this little weird entryway room, which we could have made into a more formal living room, but it's not a super functional space. We really liked that it was super open concept. There was a fireplace in the living room and a big open kitchen, which was a huge bonus for us. You can see more of the kitchen right here. They had a dining table in between as well. The backyard was pretty small, and it did have a lot of concrete that we would have needed to tear up in order to have more grass space, but it did have a garage, which was awesome. Matt really wants that, and lots of storage, which is the thing we're really missing right now. Again, it did have its separate laundry room, which I really liked, and this one was 3 bedrooms, but it had a like landing space when you first got up the stairs, so that was almost like a 4th room, but it was more of a flex space, so it would have been like a playroom / my office. And this probably would have been Rowan's room. And then the owner suite was really big. This was probably the biggest draw of this house for us. It had a huge walk-in closet, which would have been awesome. I would love to have a walk-in closet. And then it had a standalone bathtub again. Okay, thoughts?
I really liked it.
Me too. I like the neighborhood. I like the house.
You know, it's cookie cutter houses, but who cares what the outside looks like? You don't see it from the inside. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of space. 2 bedrooms and then like the lot, or 3 bedrooms and then like the playroom area. Yeah. Big main bedroom. 2 like living areas.
Nice owner suite bath.
Island in the kitchen. The backyard is small. I think that's the only thing.
That's the only downside.
But you know, maybe we can modify the hardscaping out there a little bit and put some more grass in. It looks like they didn't maintain the yard at all. It's all overgrown with clover and stuff. But you know, that can be a project.
Our main obstacle now is that technically the offer review date is next weekend, but they could accept an offer at any time. And we hit a little snag with our loan pre-approval. We were expecting to have it on Friday. Today's Sunday. We won't get it until tomorrow. So I'm hoping they don't accept anything tonight, but they could, because that's how crazy the market is up here. But we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, it's this is, I think, maybe the hardest part, because now we have like hope we want something. Yeah. Instead of just being like, oh, this could be nice.
It's actually not something that's a good fit.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like nervous fidgeting on the,
but it's okay.
on the dashboard. So fingers crossed.
Ding. All right. Stopped at Taco Bell on the way home. Thought we would give you guys a little update. So our agent called us on the way home. And like I mentioned, the offer review date wasn't supposed to be until next Sunday, so a week from today, which is actually my birthday. But they have 4 offers already, all of them at least 28,000 over asking. So that's kind of a bummer.
That they got today.
They got the
offers today.
So they're basically changing the offer review date, and they're planning on accepting something tonight. So we don't have a lot of a shot because we don't have our loan pre-approval letter, but we do have the pre-qualification letter. So if you are new to the home loan house hunting thing, basically you put in all your numbers and you work with your loan agent, you get a pre-qualification letter of what they think you're going to qualify for, but then you have to send all of your financial documents to underwriting, and they like actually pour over every detail of your bank account and give you the final okay. So we only have that first letter. We should get the second one, like I said, tomorrow. So we're submitting an offer anyway with the pre-qualification letter, and we're gonna hope that they at least look twice at it and decide that it's worth waiting until tomorrow to get our pre-approval letter. We're optimistic, but hopeful. It would be like a kind of a miracle. This is like a Hail Mary that we're doing. But it's worth a shot because we really like the house. So yeah, that's my update.
God only knows.
This is such an emotional process. You know, you try not to get attached, but you can't help but think about all the possibilities and what you would do to upgrade the house, and like all the, like taking little walks in the neighborhood, and there was a little pond where we could go and feed the ducks, and just can't help but dream a little bit. But we know it's a long shot, so I'll let you guys know, but that's where we're at right now. We're at least gonna throw our hat in the ring.
We're in the pray fervently stage of bargaining, or of grief, whatever. Bargaining. We're behind the 8 ball, as I like to say.
We're just one day behind, and in this market, that's enough to make a difference. So crazy, but you know what? On the bright side, regardless of whether we get it or not, we're putting our first offer in on the house today. That's so exciting. So little wins, you know.
Taco Bell's a little win.
Taco Bell is a big win.
I ate mine already. You telling me put in the cute letter? Put in a letter with cute Rowan.
We did. We wrote a little letter with like a family photo. We're like, these are all the things we like about your house and we want to raise our family there, so. It's
weird trying to appeal to someone you've never met before. Like, we have no idea what they look like or how old they are or if they're nice.
Yeah, like I did a little hyperlink to my YouTube channel in the thing so they can go and like see our like family photos, but for all I know, they could be like, why would you ever put your child on the internet? Like, that's an invasion of their privacy, and that could be like a red flag for them.
Maybe they'll be, well, the kid had a computer in his room.
That's true. You just never know. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Hey guys, we left you last at the house that we put an offer in on. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, which is a bummer. It's okay, buddy. Rowan wants to get out of the car. You want to put him on while I'm doing this? Bye. So we're at a house right now that is newly remodeled, but it's very small and we're not loving the neighborhood. So just driving into the neighborhood, we're probably thinking this is going to be a no, but we're going to look at it anyway. And then we're going to one more today that is in a neighborhood I really like. So let's go inside. This is what the outside of the house looks like. Nothing stellar. So the owners of this house renovated it really nicely. It was super cute on the inside. I loved the kitchen. It had a massive backyard, which would have been so cool for Rowan. Again, separate laundry room, open concept kitchen. It had 3 rooms, but they were all very, very small. Here's one of the bathrooms and another one of the kids' rooms or office space. I really like the finishes that they chose in the bathroom, but overall this just was too small for us and we didn't like the area that it was in. So that kind of killed it for us, even though we did like the house itself. So we were not in there very long. The house itself was really nicely renovated and we did like it. It was very open and there was a huge backyard, which was awesome. But it was a little small. It was like, what, less than 1,300 square feet, which I think we need a little bit more space than that. And the neighborhood was just, I mean, before we even went in, we knew this one was gonna be a no, which is a bummer, but onwards and upwards to the next one. So the next one is in a little bit of a better area. It is priced at $500,000, so quite a bit more expensive. And with the way that things are going, over asking might be priced out of it with our budget. But we're gonna go and see it anyways. We'll see. The area on Google Street View looked very cute. There's a little park across the street and it is a little bit more space, around 1,400 square feet, I think. So that's where we're headed now. Okay, here's house number 2. Much nicer neighborhood. Now this last house actually looks better in the video than it did in person. It was fairly open. I liked the bay window. The floors were nice, although they were a little dark for me. But the problem here was that it just wasn't renovated well. There was just a lot of cakey, chipped paint, and overall it didn't look very nice, and it would have taken a lot of work to fix what they had done. So it just wasn't very exciting. It wasn't something we were thrilled about offering on, so that was that. All right, just finished in house number 2 of the day. It was I mean, we're not gonna put an offer in on it. I just like wasn't excited about it. It felt like a lot of things had just been kind of like shoddily painted and were like chipping and cracking, and I don't know, it looked a lot nicer in the photos than it did in real life. You guys all have seen the footage by now. So yeah, we only ended up offering on that one subdivision home and obviously didn't get it. Like I said, there were some issues with our pre-approval, which there's not anymore. We have that all set and ready to go, but this has been a very emotional process. Matt's actually out looking at more houses right now, and I just didn't have the heart to go with him. We just got our rejection for the last house we offered on last night. And I'm just feeling like so discouraged about it because things are going for $50,000 to $100,000 over asking, which is just nuts. But I know God has the perfect house for us. Knowing that doesn't make it suck any less in the meantime, but we're gonna keep trying. Hopefully we'll land in something in the next 3 months. But if you guys like this style of video, please let me know and I'll definitely do more episodes of this. Or if you would rather just have me, hi buddy. If you would rather just have me incorporate them into regular vlogs, please let me know that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of your good thoughts and prayers and messages on Instagram. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.